What's good, everybody? Welcome back to Talk with Flea, man. Another week. I want to tell y'all we appreciate y'all for tuning in. It really means a lot to us. There's been a lot going on this past week since I seen y'all last. And I want to bring up a couple things before I bring Sin City and my man Larry in. We're actually on location in Texas right now, but I want to talk about a few things. I don't know how many people out there seen this reckoning of Diddy that's out on Netflix, the 50 cents. 50 Cent, people always give me, Cam, it's not 50 cents, it's 50 cents. My man Fifth, executive produced. Really, really good documentary. I would say one of the best music documentaries I've seen since Death Row. No, I ain't gonna lie about that. Jimmy Iovine and Dr. Dre had a really, really good documentary as well since then. But I'll put it top 4 or 5 ever. Whatever order you want to put it in, that's up to you. But if you haven't seen it, go check it out. But there were some things that went on in there that were a little disturbing to me. And when you see somebody, I don't want to spoil it for those who didn't see it, but when you see somebody like Kurt Barrows basically talking through this whole documentary, if you've been around since the 90s and early 2000s, you know the pivotal position, that Kurt Barrows played for Bad Boy. Like, that name was synonymous with Bad Boy. So when he's telling all this information, it's like, that means it's like law, it happened. The first thing I want to bring up real quick was that when Biggie passed away, Puff wanted to give Biggie the biggest funeral ever for somebody in New York, musician-wise, ever. And if you was around during that time, the funeral was crazy. You know, they rode through Bed-Stuy, the streets was going crazy. We was like, wow, that's amazing. Kurt Barrows said that once Puff found out how much the funeral was going to cost, he said, nah, Biggie got to pay for that. He got to recoup it. What? What? Wait a minute. Wait. He got to recoup. Yo, I don't even mean to laugh. The nigga got to recoup the funeral? I don't know what kind of game Puff play, but I have no idea how this goes, my nigga. But I never heard no shit like that in my life to where that's supposed to be a man, but we gonna put it on the ready to die budget so the funeral get recouped.
What?
Yeah. See, y'all didn't see it yet. That was wild. That was one of the wildest parts of the documentary. And I was just sitting there. I actually couldn't believe what I heard to the way I rewound it 3-4 times because the nigga said, we gonna recoup it. Now the next thing, I'm not gonna give up the whole documentary. I just want to touch on a couple other things. That was the first thing I wanted to touch on. The second thing was, like I said, this is all from Kurt Barrows. Biggie was going to get the cover of Rolling Stone, whether he lived or died, for his new album. They wanted to give him the cover of Rolling Stone. After he died, he told Kurt, no. We not putting Big on the album. He died. My album coming out. I want that cover. Yo, so he can't get one last Rolling Stone cover. Not one. He can't get one. You know, I deal a lot. I mean, of course, y'all know Mace is my brother. That's my man. We do a lot of business together. And I see why he is the way he is when it comes to business. And I don't mean that in a bad way. He makes sure the paperwork is right. He makes sure the temperature in the room is right. He makes sure if you tell him when he get out the car, if it's 100 steps to the dressing room, it better not be 103 steps. Like, my nigga, the shit that them niggas was going through at Bad Boy is ridiculous. It's really ridiculous, man. Last thing I'll say about this documentary before I bring Larry and Sin in. Episode 4 is 4 parts to this. It's a producer named Rod who produced the Love album for Puff, the last album that he did a couple years ago. And it was a big story, whatever. I'm gonna skip a lot of shit he said. He said a lot of shit. But Puff had him living with him for 2 years and producing that particular Love album. He got in doing beats for Justin Timberlake, for Puff, so on and so forth. And this guy Rod he's traumatized. He's scared of Puff a little bit, so on and so forth. But he just wanted to really do music, and he knew this could be his opportunity to be enriched, send his family out, make sure his kids got money, his kids' got money, to where he didn't even get paid for any of it, so he says. I'm bringing up all that just to give you some of his backstory why he was at Puff's house. What I really wanted to say was this, is that he said he was being drugged while he was there. As many times he fell asleep and didn't know what was going on, and he woke up and it'd be delirious. He said, but this one particular night, or a couple particular nights, he said he was drugged, and when he woke up sore. The fuck you mean you woke up sore, bro? You woke up sore and you stuck around? So you want to be a star. You want to make it that bad to where you wake up and your asshole is hurting, knowing you was drugged. I don't mean, yo, God, I'm not laughing. But your asshole sore and you stuck around. So about, if this is what I got to do to get the fuck you mean you woke up sore and you stayed? And now you telling niggas about how you was drugged and woke up sore. And Diddy say, had a hell of a night, daddy, huh? I'm not laughing at this. Yo, nigga said, I want to party with you, daddy. We ain't party yet. Yo, Rod, I'm not laughing at your trauma or what you went through because it sounded real, real bad, except for that part. You should have, yo, listen. Man down, nigga. Listen, niggas play with you as man down at that particular point. You wake up and niggas waking up smiling at you with this. Yeah, had a hell of a night last night, nigga. And you stayed? Crazy. He did the whole Love album, lived with him 2 years, Puff offered him $29,000 for everything for 2 years, and he still ain't get the 29.
That's crazy.
Crazy. Look, a lot of shit went on in that doc, man. If you didn't see it, go watch it for yourself. It's wild, man. It's wild. It's very, very wild, man. Sin, Larry, what's up?
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, man. Like I said, I didn't want to spoil it because you guys didn't see it yet. But for a nigga to talk about he keep waking up sore and he was drugged. Yo, they said they was drugging the baby oil. Like you talking about, yo.
What kind of scientists you need to do some shit like that? Like,
Yeah,
who
some
thinks of that?
GHB. I don't even know what the letters was that they said they drugged the shit with. And I'm like,
GHB, yeah.
that's what, yeah, okay.
It's an
That's
oil. It's an oil. It's like a, yeah.
Yeah, the nigga say, yo, listen, man, now, when you think about all this, right, you sit there and think to yourself like, yo, now that I think about it, there was no seal on the baby oil when he passed it to me.
Right.
Shit was already open, man.
But do you think they victims? Do you believe them first, the people that's talking?
Kurt Burrow, yeah, absolutely. Everything Kurt Burrow said, I believe, 100%. Rod, I don't know.
He's not a victim if he stayed.
Yeah, and I don't know if I believe him.
Okay.
But who wants to tell that story? I mean, just
Money could be the motive?
The fame.
maybe money,
They're
fame.
fame, man. They want that fame, bro.
Everything Kurt said, I believe. Everything else, I don't know.
And then I saw the part where he said, I don't really want to talk. I was like, you already talked about waking up sore.
Yeah.
There's nothing else for you to say.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Listen, I had a couple questions for y'all before y'all ask me something.
Yeah.
when do you leave?
First time.
First time you saw?
Yo, you wake up sore, you better go in there and take your anger out, aggression, and kill something, like you said, man down, and you gotta leave, bro.
I'm packing my bags. I'm setting them outside.
Yeah,
I'm going back in. I'm swinging on that nigga, and then
I don't care about no fucking money, man.
Yeah,
Like,
I'm gone.
I don't care about
the
that
reason
shit.
I ask y'all that is this, because to me, and I don't know anything besides that, just to me, you just don't wake up sore. Something led to that. Little smack on the ass. little. You remember how Eddie Murphy was with Halle Berry? Like, I'm a
Trekkie.
Yeah, I'm a Trekkie. It wasn't just, yo, man, I'm diving in this nigga tonight, pause. It wasn't. Because you know who to play with. You ain't gonna just do that day, but you know who to play with, man.
I forgot
So
about
that's
that.
why I'm asking you.
Testing the water.
You see the signs, like, yo, you don't just be like, nah, fuck that. That nigga know what time it is tonight. Nah, I'm not jacking that.
If the
man.
nigga moving a little funny, you peep the first shit, you be like, wait a minute.
Yeah,
And then the second time, it's like, all right, bro, nah, I'm out of here.
Stop playing with me, man.
Yeah, there we go.
Let me tell you something, right? Let me give you an example, right? I go to a masseuse in the tri-state area when I'm in the New York area. Very, very, very good masseuse. My favorite, actually, in the country. So it's men and women in there. And sometimes the men, they ask you want a man? And I'm like, no, I don't want a man. Yeah. I've been going there for over 20 years now when I'm in New York. And the dude who run the spot, he joked with me now, like, you want a man? I said, because you know why? He used to ask me when I first started going there, and I'd be like, yo, no, I don't. So what they do is, when you get in the foot massage, they bring the water for you to put your feet in.
Yeah.
So they can soak them before they massage your feet. So I remember in the beginning I was going there, I said, yo, he would come with the water and put it down. I was like, yo, I don't want a man doing it. She said, no, I'm not do man. I just put water, lady come. I said, oh, okay, cool. You just putting the water down, right? Yeah. Cool, no problem. So probably 10th or 11th time I went there years ago, he come down, because when the lady comes, they put a little alcohol, rub your feet, whatever.
Yeah.
He comes, put the water down, so I'm like, all right, that part cool. So I sit down, put my feet in. He puts his hands in the water. I kick the water up right in the nigga's face. I said, no, man. He said, no, I just prep. I said, I don't prep. No, don't try to make me feel good. What's wrong with you? What you talking about? Kicked him right in the face with my wet feet. I told him, stop playing. I bet he ain't playing with me no more. He ain't even bring the water no more. So you got nips in the butt, so to speak. So that's what I was just wondering, man. I was like, this ain't no random, just I'm gonna try ride tonight, pause. And it went like that, man. But I just was wondering your opinion when y'all think it's time to go. Because before it get to what he said happen, you gotta know when it's time to go. Last question I asked before I let Sin ask me his questions is, okay, how do I phrase this question? Me and Fifth, we had music problems, just rap battles in the past, you know what I'm saying? And I remember my first time speaking to him this was over, probably was 2025, probably 2013, years after the rap shit. And the first thing when I got on the phone with him, I said, what's up, how we gonna get to this money? He said, yeah, that's what I like to hear. What the fuck is you talking about? Let's get this money. I said, yeah, nigga, let's get this money. Fuck that. And me and him be on petty time, so I fuck with the nigga. Like, I fuck with Fifth. And we talked about, things that I won't say on camera, but we talked about certain types of beef, different types of beef. Music beef, street beef, whatever other kind of beef there is in the world. When do you think, because I see with shit with him and with me, certain shit never gonna be over. What kind of beef pause do you think happens when it's on forever? Where you never gonna get over it?
When somebody die. Some not shot. Niggas get shot every day.
Nigga who shot me, I ain't being cool with him though. I got shot.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not.
But what if it was an accident? What if it was an
accident?
That wasn't no accident. That
What do you mean
nigga
accident?
was
No,
on
I'm not talking
forever.
about him.
Yeah.
I'm just talking about like, what if it's an accident? Like your boy gets shot, get grazed in the leg, and
I mean, if
for them.
you know if you get shot by accident, then cool. If you get shot on purpose,
Yeah.
yeah, like nah, I can't.
Fifth has a book called The 50th Laws. The 50th Laws. It's never over with him. It's never going to be over with him. It's never going to be over with him.
Right, but I'm asking y'all.
Yeah.
Is it what kind of beef pause for y'all would it never be over? We already know he a different type of nigga.
I'm trying to be sensible because I hold grudges. So I would say never. All right, and I'm gonna tell the truth now. I'm gonna say never. Like you violate in a certain way is like now just an argument or just back and forth, through music. Yeah, I don't care about that.
Right.
I'm talking about like violence. Yeah, it's forever.
Yeah, violence is forever for me. But if you're just talking, I don't got time for you. I'm going to keep it pushing.
Yeah.
I call it I don't want to call it the Cameron effect because
Yeah.
Because you do stall niggas out. I peep you stall certain, you don't even respond, and I like that because it's like
Are we dealing with that now?
No, I know that, but I'm just saying I like it because I feel like that hurts some niggas even worse than anything. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like when I've seen you do it to people, and I've seen the responses that they give, and it's like whoa, right?
Yeah, we call it the curve. Yeah,
The curve.
When you get hit with that curve,
yes,
that shit hurt, bro. That shit hurt more than
anything. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's the Cameron that I kind of know of you. I'm seeing the other Cameron
No,
too.
I get what you're saying, yeah.
But I'm saying I don't know the 1996, 97. I don't know that.
Nah, the curve hurts more than
anything.
It's almost a headshot pause.
Yeah,
Like because niggas and not physically, but I'm just saying
Yeah,
the temperament,
yeah,
the yelling, the screaming,
yeah,
the crying,
yeah.
the tears sometimes. Yeah. You see what I'm saying? It just gets to the point to try and diminish my character, all because of the curve, bro.
Yeah.
Be careful, nigga. Roger Clemens with that joint, nigga. Roger Clemens, nigga.
Yeah, the curve is real,
the curve hurts, man. Sin, what's happening, man? What's going on? What we doing today, baby?
I want to talk about from the last episode that dropped. I want to dig back into that topic. Big L's the Beehive. You kicked the Beehive again. He has some response. No, but the one thing is, people don't know what you were saying on the last show. They were you were insinuating something. I mean, you kind of described it to me, but they don't know. So, what were you insinuating? Because some nigga took it as you calling him a snitch, and what were you insinuating from the
I don't know what you're talking about, bro. Like,
Okay,
what are you talking about?
Well, I saw a show
Okay,
after Talk with Flea dropped,
okay,
and
okay.
you insinuated that somebody was doing something, snitching. This is the Big L issue we have. I wouldn't even call it a problem. I would just say it's an issue.
Mm-hmm.
And he responded.
Okay.
So, what were you insinuating? Because the man said he wasn't going to sleep until he got the response. He's saying that he's ready to counter react anything you had to say. So
He said he ain't going to sleep.
yeah, he said he wasn't going
Fuck,
to
you
sleep.
waiting on Santa Claus? Fuck you mean he just all night not going to sleep? Listen, the thing about it is, I get the niggas when I get the niggas. That's the thing about it too.
Pause.
Pause, super pause. I ain't responding when they want me to respond. I'm responding when I want to respond. Because how long after a show, let me just ask you, I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
How long after our show did they say something?
That day.
The same day?
Yeah.
Which insinuates to me you ain't got nothing to do. I'm just saying. That's to me. If you stop everything you're doing, which probably not that much, then cool, I got other shit to do. I'm gonna get to it. Don't think I'm not. But I'm not arguing with a nigga who's an orderly in St. Luke's Hospital. He's an orderly.
The man got a job, bro. Can't have a job.
He's an orderly.
What, like the fat boys in the movies when
They were disorderlies because they was, they called it disorderlies, but he's the orderly.
Oh, because I don't know what that word means. He's an orderly. Like he takes.
He
Wears scrubs.
He works in a hospital. He's in the material and management department. So, I mean, I'll get to that when I feel like getting to it. I'm not arguing with niggas who
You
work
got the floor.
Yeah,
What floor you work on? All right, bro.
He worked in the material and management department in St. Luke's. It used to be St. Luke's. It's Mount Sinai, Morris now, I believe it is. But I'm not going to rush and respond to that. I'm going to get to it when I feel like getting to it. But I'm not arguing with the nigga who works in the management and materials department in St. Luke's Hospital, formerly St. Luke's.
What kind of Google Street team? How do you even
Boy, these niggas are gonna learn to stop messing with this nigga, man. They're gonna learn to stop it, bro. This nigga ain't regular.
Rest in peace,
Nigga,
Big Al,
yeah,
man.
niggas
Yeah,
better-
like think about it. I'll get to it, but I'm not gonna stop doing what I'm doing. Working up, I don't even know why I'm arguing with a nigga like that. But I'll take time out during vacation when I get a minute. But yeah, they shoot their podcast on 145th and Broadway, and they work in St. Luke's Hospital. But I'll get to it when I get to it. We'll worry about that another day.
All right. Next question. You had a show or was thinking about doing the show, and a lot of people heard about it, and that was before Instagram and Twitter, and with Big Joe, I think, and y'all was gonna do like the Predator show or something. Like what happened to that? We was kind of looking forward to that too.
Shout out to my nigga Big Joe. I speak to Big Joe and the man. Well, we talk on Instagram. That's my nigga. Like
Rhymes and Dimes.
Yeah, Rhymes and Dimes. Me and Big Joe had a lot of fun, man. Like I said, we talked about him with the dip sex thing.
Yeah.
That was my nigga for a long time, man. And I'm happy he's still doing this thing. We was gonna do that show kind of like you said, To Catch a Predator.
To Catch a Predator.
But it's laws to that shit and the shit that we's gonna do. First of all, because you catch a predator, that don't mean you could just beat him up and do whatever you want to do. And when my lawyer at the time, shout out to my lawyer Andrew Burke, my former lawyer Andrew Berkman, he's like, Cam, y'all can't just go around beating people up because they're trying to molest kids. And I'm like, what? Why not? Trust me, you should find the right way to go about it. Because even if you watch the original Catch a Predator, they don't never really put no hands on them. They'll get them arrested.
Yeah.
And put it's laws behind that shit. And we was thinking like, damn, how the fuck we gonna get in trouble for somebody who's doing something to some kids? Yeah. But of course we would have looked like superheroes. But then at the same time, imagine this, right? This is how we thought about it. Imagine somebody do something or was trying to do something to some kids and they get 18 months, but you get 3 years for doing something to somebody who was trying to do something wrong. Mathematically, the assault charge was outweighing what they were going to do for just a conversation online, even though you still have to register to be a child predator, so on and so forth. We got advice from the lawyer and said that we shouldn't have did it without doing it the right way.
Well, what's crazy is, see, that's how the streets was, you just hear shit firsthand. We heard that y'all shot like 3 episodes and y'all broke a nigga arm. Like, no, real shit. Like, we heard that y'all shot like 3 episodes and y'all took it wherever and niggas was like, oh, come on now. This is too crazy. We like the idea, but now y'all niggas is wilding. We really heard that. Like, y'all shot some episodes. That's true?
I ain't say we broke nobody on. We shot my lawyer. My lawyer said y'all wild. I didn't say we broke anybody's arm or nothing. But my lawyer.
Well, they deserve their arm, bro. Yeah. I'm gonna keep it 100, man. Fuck
yeah,
that,
my
man.
lawyer said y'all niggas is wild. We shot a couple episodes, yeah.
That's the camera I don't know.
Yeah, man.
Yo, Purple Haze is one of your favorite albums, if not your favorite. Mm-hmm. Why did part 2 take so long to come out? Like, why didn't it come out right after part 1?
So after part 1, that's when Def Jam kind of was falling apart. Jay-Z was leaving, Dame was leaving, or they actually both had one foot out the door. Jay-Z definitely had maybe both feet out the door. Leor, Cohen, Julie Greenwald, Kaiser, Kevin Liles were all going to Warner Brothers. L.A. Reid was coming to Def Jam. And for the last 3-4 years, getting to Def Jam, these are all the people I work with. I never worked with L.A. Reid before. So it was just a lot going on after Purple Haze, really during Purple Haze. So after that album came out, L.A. Reid offered me to stay at Def Jam. Shout out to L.A. Reid. I didn't want to stay because I didn't know about working with him. And to me, he was super great at R&B. You got to realize the hits that him and Babyface wrote. Then he was super good with Southern rap, as far as knowing what Outkast and knowing what T.I. and everybody else. I don't know if he got with T.I. in the beginning, but I knew he's real good at Southern rap. But I didn't know if he knew East Coast rap. So I was like, I need to go get out this deal. And I had a lot of money waiting for me at Asylum. Shout out to Todd Moskowitz, Joey I.E. But they were an independent label under Warner Brothers, which had Julie Greenwald, Kevin Liles, Leo Cohen, all the people I have been working with. And that took some time for them to get over there, get situated. It took some time for me to get out my deal, to get over to Asylum to get the deal. And then at that time, in between all that, I was like, I want to shoot a movie. So I wasn't in Purple Haze music mode anymore. I was in Killer Seasons, let's shoot a movie mode. So right after Purple Haze, I realized Purple Haze came out December 2004. I started shooting Killer Season April 2005. It came out 2006, but that's when I started shooting it. So my mind really wasn't in music mode. I did Killer Season, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna do a soundtrack to my own movie. Then I did Killer Season, the album, and did a soundtrack to the movie. So that's why nothing came out immediately as far as Purple Haze concerned. My brain just went in a different direction creatively.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I saw an interview, shout out Drag On and Math Hoffa. It was always rumors, again, that y'all was throwing subliminals at each other in the earlier, I don't even say the earlier days, in the early 2000s, 90s, whatever, when y'all was rapping. And he said, well, Angie Martinez kind of put it out there, and it was a joke, and people ran with it. But including myself, we always thought that y'all was shooting subliminals. And he said that you approached him one day, maybe on 145th, and said, ain't no problem with you. I don't know you, which was sarcastic, by the way. I'm keeping it 100. That was sarcastic. I don't know you. Like, there is no reason for that. He's a rapper on the fucking Rough Riders. That's the, you know what I mean? Like, but what was there any issue? Like, did you hear? I'm sure you heard the whispers of it. Like, what did you hear about this shit when you were Drag On?
I never had no problem with Drag On. People may have been saying I sound like him, but you got to realize a lot of people don't know Swiss Beats 5 used to be on my block all the time. And Swiss Beats 5 is like, he's from my block. He's not from my block, but he might as well have been. That nigga's over there all the time, to the point we didn't even know Swiss Beats was his son. We used to be like, when Swiss got high, he's like, that's my son. He'd be like, T, get the fuck out of here. That ain't your son, T. But it's really the nigga's son. We couldn't believe this shit. And I don't remember what Dragon was talking about, but it sounds similar to me. But I remember T, because he was Rough Riders, even though he's on my block. And he was saying, like, I heard, same thing kind of you was saying. And I'm like, T, I don't know what you're talking about. I'm not beefing with niggas. I think my response to T was like, I'm doing shit with DMX. Why am I worrying about Drag On? No disrespect, Drag On. No disrespect, but I'm saying, to me, Drag On at that time was like DMX little pup. Like, not in a bad way, like his little nigga. And I'm like, what am I beefing with him for when me and him is doing records? And that's kind of my response. And I don't mean that in a bad way, because Drag On today, and even back then, today I'm talking about, if you go to Drag On's page today, that nigga's spitting.
Yeah.
Like, that nigga's nice, bro.
Yeah, he is nice.
Drag is dumb nice. I'm talking about today. I don't know if y'all been on Drag On's page lately or in the last 3, 4, 5, 6 years. That nigga's spitting crazy. And he was spitting back then too. But I just didn't, hear, like, you know, like you said, people may have been hearing it, but I'm like, what am I beefing with him for? That used to be my mentality, and I told T that. I was like, for what? Me and X is doing songs. So, but drag, like, we hung out in Cali. I had a crib in Cali. He came too, and we was hanging out. We had a good time, with somebody, other females. We had a good time. Let's be clear. We had no rod, but we had a good time. So, yeah. But shout out to Drag, man. That's my man, really good friend today. But maybe so. And like you said, people may have been rumbling, but I never had no problem with him ever. No.
They turned it territorial because I remember one day I said, I'm a big Drag On fan, and they was like, what? And you from the same block, Killer On? I'm like, wait. So it was some shit going on in the street. I'm gonna tell you that. You wasn't there for it, but I'm just letting you know.
Yeah, I can imagine. I can imagine.
Yo, your MTV, you had a show on MTV or something like that, decorating show. A lot of people didn't get to see it. Could you tell people the houses and what shit you was going to? It was kind of like a Cribs do-over. I don't want to keep saying the name.
It's kind of like, I don't remember the name of that shit neither. Exhibit. Pimp My Rides for Cribs.
Yeah, Pimp My Ride for Cribs. Some shit like
what happened is this. I went to MTV years ago, and I told them I'm an interior decorator. I don't know if y'all know out there, but I am an interior decorator. I'm also a chef by nature, just in case y'all didn't know that. You go on YouTube and actually type in Cameron's cooking and see some of my chef ism, if that's a word. But yeah, I went to them about this concept of me interior decorating houses over, because I like to do that. Like, that's like hobby for me, interior decorating. So it's like, oh, we don't know, we're not sure, this, that, and the third, yada, 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 yada. I bet. About 3 years later, after I go to them for this idea, with this idea I have, they come back and be like, Ken, we have an idea. You got an idea. Okay, let's hear it. Yo, this Canadian company, and shout out to the production company put together, they're pretty cool. We want to interior decorate people's houses over, but make whatever room, not the whole house, make the room dedicated to their favorite hip hop artists. So let's say you have somebody who loved the Migos, we would make their guest bedroom everything the Migos like would have done, like maybe their ad-libs on the wall, album cover, whatever color it was. And they wanted me to host the show. So I was like, all right, let me get this right. I come to y'all with this idea, you change it and put hip hop next to it, and then you'd be like, you just be the host. What about me executive producing the show? Oh yeah, you could be executive producer, but we need to change the price. We did all that shit, and I ended up hosting the show, and I never checked the credits and nothing. They didn't give me my executive producer credit like they're supposed to. The hours were really long and drawn out. I didn't necessarily approve the designs. I thought the designs were not bad, but it wasn't nothing that I necessarily would have picked out to be like, yo, let's do this, let's do that. They basically said, this is our budget, and this is what we can get for you for our budget. Paint and IKEA. And let's make the best of it. And the people that worked on them on those projects, don't get it wrong, the people who's actually doing the labor, they were really good for what they had to work with. They were actually great. Shout out to everybody who worked on there. But as far from the whole standpoint of what I was trying to do and what really happened, that's not what happened. Then what really pissed me off is after the series was over, because we shot it, it didn't come out every week live, when the executive producer credit wasn't there. That shit pissed me off too. So they called me back to do the show for a second season. It's like, what? And I had already started doing my own shows at this time. I told them a number. They was like, could you come down on your number? I said, absolutely not. Y'all didn't give me my executive producer credit. Y'all really took my show and put hip hop next to it and then tried to make me a host. And I have no problem with MTV. I'm just telling you what really happened. Well, Cam, we could fix it. What you mean fix it? How you gonna fix something that's already aired when you supposed to have my name and the credit, and not only that, pay me a different amount for being an executive producer of the show? You just got me on the show as a host, like I didn't come to y'all with this idea. Fix it how? Only thing can fix it is money. well, this is our budget. Well, no, I'm not doing it. I'm not. You know what I'm saying? And then, you know what I don't like? Jumping off topic real quick. Don't be like, yo, money ain't everything. I hate that shit. I hate that shit, right? You know why I hate that shit? Because, right, listen. Somebody, and this don't have nothing to do with MTV. I'm just saying when niggas be using that term, money ain't everything. You could kill somebody or allegedly kill somebody. They think you killed somebody and they lock you up. What they say? How you get out?
Bail.
What's bail?
Money.
High.
Money.
Yeah.
It's money. So this nigga could have killed somebody. But if he got enough money, he could get out.
Suge came with the bag with Pac to get him out of
The
Clinton.
point. Now let's go to the next step. Just in this scenario, now you're the person who allegedly murdered this person. What they say if you got a public defender that's free?
Oh, you going to jail?
Yeah. But what if they say
you
if
get
you
no
got,
bail?
Right.
No
but
bail.
what if you have the right lawyer?
It's like a $3 million. It's a high bail.
High bail, but
You
you
get
got to pay the lawyer too
Yeah.
to get you off. Public defender's free. Niggas be like, oh, you out. You got some chicken? That's what they saying in Puff documentary, not to bring that back up. Niggas say he had the Dream Team Part 2 from OJ. He had 8 lawyers. You know what I'm saying?
Damn, he had 8 lawyers?
Yeah, 8 lawyers. Shit. So when niggas be like, yo, money ain't everything, tell your landlord that shit this month. What's coming up? Come on, man. Money ain't everything. Give me a hug. We need more love around here. Yo, the fuck you talking? I hate that shit when niggas say that. Yo, money's not everything. I want to see niggas keep the lights on with no money. Money's actually a lot. I ain't gonna say it's everything.
Yeah.
But you know, it means a lot. This girl, and I'll let you get back to your question. Said, speaking of Purple Haze, it's a skit on my album. And it's not really a skit. All those things that you hear on Purple Haze, them recordings with them females, I was really cruel back then. And I
Since the first album.
Yeah, I didn't care about nobody's feelings. And this girl was going off on me on this part. She's like, I hope you have all the money and all the cars and all the houses you want, and I hope it makes you happy. And I was like, it does. and hung up on her. You know, Chris Rock said that one time, right? He was like, yo, he talking about the same thing. We talking about court shit. And this one, Johnny Cochran's alive. They said, if you commit a crime and you get Johnny Cochran, you look guilty. And Chris Rock said, yo, I'd rather look guilty at the mall than innocent in jail.
Every day.
Yeah.
Every day.
Word, man. Let me look guilty at the mall than being in jail till I ain't do it.
Yeah.
Word, my bad, Simba. Go ahead.
You talked about this on It Is What It Is a little bit. Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. Eastern. I'm starting to be media trained here. Like I'm starting to get this right a little bit. Jesus. But you talked about how you ran into Alpo one time. You want to tell the people, like, because I was there, but
we ran into Alpo.
Yeah. Alpo's a legendary drug dealer from Harlem. For people that don't know who,
for the people that don't know, that's the person that I played and paid in full as well.
There we go. I didn't want to say snitch, but because that's tagged on his name. But I mean, it is what it is. Like people saying that he snitched, he killed a lot of people and made a lot of money.
He said it.
Yeah. Okay.
He said people said it. He said it. He just doesn't use the word snitch. He says, "I don't say that." His exact words is, "I call it with looking out for Poe."
Looking out for Poe. Right.
I do what's best for Poe. That's how he labels it. Yeah. Before we talk about that. He actually got killed maybe 3 years ago, and nobody ever seen the body. Now there's rumors that he didn't get killed. So since
yeah, That's why I didn't even want to say he got killed. I was trying to be careful with snitch and kill because nobody thinks that he's dead now. It's starting to leak out that he's alive.
So what Sin is trying to say, he's scared he don't want to call a nigga snitch, then the nigga pull up on him like, yo.
That is a tall nigga. And he was checking temperatures when he came home. Whoever
yeah,
called him a snitch, nigga was walking up on him like,
did.
yo, what's up? You call me a snitch? Get in this picture.
Yeah. I ain't gonna lie, he was doing that. He definitely was doing
He was
it.
making niggas take pictures with him?
Yeah.
Anybody who called him a snitch, he was pulling up on niggas, having a convo, and then some niggas he was getting pictures too.
Yeah, and I ain't got time for Poe.
Yeah.
I don't.
Yeah, he was on that type of time. Yeah, so Sin's being careful with his words. Nigga said, nigga pull out like me. Yo, you talk with Flea?
Nigga said, what's up, man?
I've been hearing things.
Yeah, I'm hearing things. I ain't got time for that shit.
Yeah, nobody do, man. Nobody got time for that shit.
So
But
what makes you think he's alive?
He just said it was nobody. It was no funeral, no nothing.
I mean, we knew that 3 years ago, but what's the rumor? Like, did he pop out
It's
on
starting,
somebody?
it's starting to leak out that, like he might be still alive because he was government property, they saying. And the marshals was on it and that's their property. That's what they saying, like that's their property. Yeah.
well,
And when we
why
saw,
didn't say that in the beginning then?
huh?
Why didn't say that 3 years ago when that happened?
I don't know. But when you look at things, when he talks about when we saw him, it's gonna make a little bit more sense of why he's still alive, in my opinion.
Well, anyway, when we seen him, it was during COVID. Everybody had their mask on. We was in a restaurant. Shout out to Paula's at Hackensack, really good soul food spot. It's like soul food buffet spot. So when we seen him, it was me sending a few other people, and it was during COVID. He had a mask on, we had masks on. But you see him walking in, and like Sin said, maybe from the pictures or anything else, he looks like maybe a smaller guy, but he's actually a little taller than me. He's stocky too. Yeah. And I'm 6 feet with my shoes on. For Sin, I was an argument about that.
He's 6'1".
I'm not gonna argue with you about my height. Anyway, so we looking, everybody just eyes out. We like, this look like Poe. But he got a bulletproof vest on. You see the gun sticking out. And we like, yeah, I gotta be Poe. But we not paying no mind. We just start talking. So we talking amongst ourselves. And he like, hey, yo, Cam, that's you? And I look, I was like, yeah. He said, yo, what's up, Poe, man? I said, oh, yo, what's up, man? How you doing, man? Everything good? He said, yeah, man. So good to meet you, man. I said, yeah, nice to meet you too. Y'all realize, you go snitch, whatever you want. He's a killer too.
Yeah.
Or he points fingers to kill, or he pull his gun, whatever it is. Whatever, however niggas want to lay. So we just like, yo, what's up? But nobody care about that time, on that shit. Not saying niggas don't care, but niggas just like, whatever. We just in there getting food. See, like, yo, man, I seen the movie. You did your thing, man. Your movement was off a little bit, but you was moving, but you did your thing, man. I said, thank you, man. I appreciate that. Thank you so much, man. He said, he asked me for somebody, I don't want to say their name. But he said, yo, you seen so-and-so? And I was like, nah, he don't be around no more. This nigga, he's out of here. He doing way other shit. He said, yeah, that's what I've been hearing, man. I've been looking for him. I said, yeah, I don't know where he's at these days. He's off doing other things these days. So the chef calls me down to the back. He like, yo, Cam, you want some extra yams, whatever the fuck I was ordering. I don't remember what I was ordering. And he like, yo, you want some extra? And I'm like, yeah, throw a little more gravy on that, throw a little more mac and cheese. He said, I got you. The nigga Alpo, look, he said, he walks back there. He sees the chef. He like, you know who I am, right? The chef is like, no, I don't. He said, yo, C. He keep calling me C. I just met this nigga. Hey, yo, C, homie don't know who I am. I'm like, yeah, that's crazy. That's wild. He said, I'm Poe, man. Chef said, who? Poe, the nigga he played in the movie, that's me. The chef looked at me like, I said, it's him. He said, yeah, I want a little extra shit and, a little gravy me up and all that.
Yeah, Yes, you asked for some extra tater salad.
You know, give me extra water, B. He definitely did that. He's like, yeah, man, I need a little extra shit too. He said, see, nigga bugging, see? So yeah, they wildin', huh? And we got our food and we left, man. But just to give you an idea of his character after he came home from jail, it's a place called Lighthouse in Manhattan. Seafood spot, very good seafood spot. Shout out to Mike who runs that place over there on 8th Avenue. And Poe was in there getting some food one time. I wasn't there, my little man was there one time. And everybody knows in Harlem, even Poe said it on...
I'm sorry, not to cut you off. Did you say Manhattan?
Yeah,
This nigga's getting... This is what I'm saying. Like, this nigga, you getting some money, man. Go ahead, bro. You could have said Harlem, but go ahead. My bad. Go ahead. I don't want to step.
Listen,
They said
Manhattan.
Yo, Manhattan.
Yo, listen, man. I'm just trying. Where's Harlem, man? What borough?
All right, bro.
He's right. I could have said Harlem. I'm gonna agree with that.
On 85. Nigga said Manhattan. Manhattan?
If that's the case, why you name it Frederick Douglass? Shit is fucking put the 8th Avenue sign back up. But yeah, I ain't like that neither. Manhattan, we're gonna change that to Harlem. Lighthouse in Harlem on 131st and Nape. Shout out to my man Mike who run it. You know what I'm saying? But to make a long story short, I wasn't in there that day. My little man was in there, and Alpo says on these jail calls and everything else, when he did a video when he came out of jail, talking about how he didn't pull the trigger, or at the end he did, how he killed Rich Porter. You know, people see that in the movie or whatever. And Rich has family in Harlem still to this day. Everybody knows his sister, Pat. Shout out to Pat Porter.
Yeah,
I haven't seen her in a while, but me and Pat always been all right. I remember one time I seen Pat, because me and Pat been all right for years, and then she seen me after the movie, and she's like, I can't stand you, Cam. You just remind me of that. And I'm like, hey.
Yeah, she gonna say what she gotta say.
Yeah, she say, you pissing me, or you just did too good. I'm like, Pat, cut. Pat, I fuck with Pat. I have no problem with Pat whatsoever, but I understand how close the situation that is. So make a long story short, they giving Alpo his food for free at Lighthouse. And he didn't have to pay for his shit. And he left $50. They like, nah, Po, you good. He said, nah, don't worry about that. I heard Pat be coming in here eating. Next time she come, tell her I pay for her food. and left. I said, that's wild. That nigga wild. Even like when some people heard that he was home, because I know some people who was, you know, I don't want to say fucking with him, but co-signing whatever he did in the past. I remember this nigga I knew saying like, that I know that was trying to, you know, fuck with him when he came home. Like, now what you gotta realize, Kim, Rich and Alpo wasn't even cool like that. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, I'm too young to know. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna act like I was outside when they was outside doing what they was doing. They're older than me by a few years. So I don't know, but the nigga actually told me that. He's like, they wasn't even cool like that. Them niggas, no, Haze, he was getting the money, but Rich and Poe wasn't even cool like that. I'm like, okay, cool, whatever. But I said that because when he did that and offered the money for Pat, I'm like, yo, that's kind of wild for me. Yeah, that's kind of wild.
I don't even know how to take that. Is that an insult or like
I don't
being
know.
nice? Like,
Yeah, because
no.
that's what I was saying too. It was like certain people, he's still like, yo, and like I said, I don't want to start spreading false rumors or anything. I'm telling you that part for a fact, because one of my best niggas was in the restaurant when that happened. But you know, niggas be saying like, yo, niggas still mad about that? Niggas, like, his personality's kind of wild, man. Kind of a wild personality.
I thought he was a cop because he had a mask on, like you said, it was COVID, and that sort of big military vest, and then he had he was putting on his bubble coat, and he had a real nice truck. I'm in an American car, so he had a real nice American truck, and I was like, yo, that's a cop. And then when he got closer, I'm like, oh shit, that's Poe. So that's why I didn't think if he wore that vest all the time and they say he got shot, I don't think he's dead.
I'm confused though, because I thought in New York you can't can't handle the system.
You can't.
Yeah.
That's what we trying to tell you. Nigga's a criminal, nigga.
No, it wasn't out like the West, but you see it.
Yeah, you know it's there.
Yeah.
But you thinking if he gets pulled over, that come on, he's notoriously known for shit, right? So if he gets pulled over, I mean, sounds like he had a license to do whatever he wanted in New York City.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know neither. I want to go to the next question, goddammit.
I don't really know. That's a good question.
He got y'all. Listen, to this day, he got niggas shook, huh?
I just don't have
You
time
know the
for
problem
that
is like
What, you
nigga
don't really know?
Yeah, you don't know.
You don't know. And like I say, sitting in that cabin, like when this nigga came home, he's pulling up like, in a cool way too, like on something.
Yeah.
Yo, we good? Because making sure that I've been hearing things.
Damn.
Word.
Yo, me, you, and Murder was on the phone. It was a funny story. It ain't got to be everything in detail, but explain why Puff yelled at you. You said Puff yelled at you.
He yelled in my direction. I ain't no Rod. What the fuck you talking about?
Speaking of Puff.
Yeah. Like I said, Mace stories aren't to be told by me, so I can't tell you everything that happened with Mace.
He told a little bit on $1 Million Worth of Game.
But I'm just saying, regardless what he said, I don't talk about Mace stories unless Mace gives me permission to talk about his stories. But what I will say is this, that Mace wasn't on tour. He missed a couple shows on tour. And when he went back to tour, I went with him. I wasn't on the first leg of the tour. So when I got back, I guess Puff was mad that Mace missed a couple shows, but Mace was, like I said, I'm not going to tell his reasons, but he had reasons to miss the show. And he's like, fuck that, I missed the shows, I'm back, yada, yada. And Puff was upset about it, and I was on the tour bus. And Puff started, was a little aggressive, like, yeah, because the niggas he be around putting the wrong shit in his ear, like looking at me like, putting the wrong shit in his ear, da-da-da, and like, Kane was walking my way, and I'm like, I don't know what I'm walking into here, Murder, but I'm going to be cool because I don't want to fuck nothing. I don't have no deal at the time. I wasn't on tour, now I'm on tour. Like, let me just be cool or whatever. It's like, yeah, you listen to these niggas in the street, and Mace like, yeah, it ain't about that. Y'all. Mace handled this situation well, but I'm sitting there like, you taking your aggression now, look like you trying to come this way with the aggression, and I wasn't on no bullshit because, like I said, I wasn't even on tour. Mace like, yo, you want to go? I didn't have no clothes. I went with Mace from the Avenue, Lenox Avenue to Teterboro to Seattle, and walked into the tour bus to niggas yelling, and I was like, let me just play it cool. But yeah, it seemed like he wanted to take whatever aggression that he was mad about by Mace missing them shows out on whoever Mace was with. And like I said, I didn't really know Puff at the time that well anyway, so.
Yeah. You used to hang out with Mac Miller, rest in peace. How y'all met and how y'all got so cool?
Mac Miller, that's a good question. I don't even know how me and Mac Miller met. I was thinking about that a few months ago. Probably on Twitter. He was independent artist, but they had their own little label, like him, Wiz Khalifa, and this other guy. And I think British knew the guy who was running their little independent label. And he was saying, Mac wants to meet you. And I ended up telling him to come to my crib, and because I was in the studio in my crib, and he came, we recorded songs, and that's how we met, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. But that was my friend. Like, we didn't always do music. He would come to my crib and we just watch TV and snap on Schizo. Shout out to Schizo. Him and Schizo used to snap on each other. Schizo is one of my producers, also a friend of mine. But him and Mac Miller would snap on each other, and Mac Miller was hilarious. Then my mother, God bless her dad, loved Mac Miller because she would hear Mac Miller's at the house. He'd say, yo, put on Twitter, I'm at your house. And he would tag my mother on Twitter, and she would get like 1,000 followers. So whenever Mac Miller come to the crib, she would be really happy. But outside of music, he was just a cool dude, funny nigga. And it wasn't all about music. I think we got 3 songs we did together out of the 10, 11 times he came to my house. We could have did way more, but it wasn't all about just business. Like, I really fucked with that kid. And when I was with him at my crib or hanging out with him, I never seen him do no type of drugs. So when I seen that shit come out, I was like, what the fuck? I was
just gonna ask you that.
I never, ever.
You the no tolerance. Nobody could do drugs. Girls, models sniffing lines. You don't like it. Like, just anti-drugs.
It's a
Models
good
gotta
policy.
sniff.
It's a good
Models gotta
policy.
sniff coke, my nigga.
Yo, listen.
good
Niggas gotta sniff coke.
My
all right?
my thing is I'm not against it today. I used to be against it before because I ran my business like John Gotti. You know, see what happened. You fuck with use drugs in the mob, they trying to kill you. But I don't mind that shit today. Whatever you do, as long as you can conduct yourself in a business manner when it's time to do business, I don't have a problem with it.
I just thought about something.
What? You can say it.
I'm not gonna say it on the air.
Yeah, you can say
I'm not gonna say it on the
Yeah,
air.
I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, because I thought that was a girl at the house that put something on the toilet seat or the bathroom.
Sugar digger torture them bitches with that. When we go to LA,
Yeah.
Suge buys as soon as we get there. Suge doesn't sniff, but a casual drug in the West Coast. As opposed to East Coast, it's becoming like that on the East Coast too. Nobody really gives a fuck, especially if you go to this one spot on Saturday nights, Fridays and Saturday on Adam Clayton Powell. We'll call that.
Adam Clayton Powell.
Yeah, I
Oh
don't
my
want to give up the location. but yeah, Sugar get it and Sugar put it on the toilet bowl seat. He want to sniff it off the toilet bowl seat. And they have a good time, but as soon as we land on the West Coast, Suge goes and gets what he needs for them. Look, it was a time, not now, but it was a time when I was like in between girlfriends. I would keep Molly at my house, liquor, and not enough to be busted to do some dumb shit. Just a little. Just so if you want, that's what you do.
Right.
There's no reason for you to go out and get it. We got it right here.
Right.
It's snowing out. Thank you, brother. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, I don't care no more. As long as you functional, it's functional crackheads now.
Right.
Think about it. There used to be crackheads who steal TVs and all type of shit. Now, you smoke some crack and go to work.
Right. Facts.
Yeah.
That nigga Smokey said, you seen a crackhead steal a hot water knob. They used to steal shit that ain't make no sense. Like a hot water knob is crazy. But back to Mac, you said that you didn't never see him doing anything like that, so it was a surprise to you.
Absolutely. I've never seen him not once indulge in no type of drugs ever.
He still got a big following, by the way, like huge.
Yeah, my mother, like I said, I love him too. My mother loved Mac Miller. She loved him.
Yeah. Is that around the same time you met Wiz Khalifa? Because I see y'all did a music video too.
You know what's crazy? Like I said, they both wanted to meet me and they was on the same label. But I met Mac first because Wiz was probably busy, but Mac took the time to come to my house.
Yeah.
But yeah, we ended Wiz Khalifa with that video we shot together. We shot that at Tito and Sarge's and Leon's Laundromat on 128th and Lenox. So shout out to them, Irvin family on 128th and Lenox, 141st and Lenox too.
I want to ask you something. I see you did it. Nobody knew why. Only you know. You talked about your $60,000 teeth. What made you get new teeth? What girl was in your ear talking about they want to see you with the what's going on with the teeth and why? We want to know. Cause it got to be a girl involved. I already know it's a girl involved. You know when niggas change shit. You know a nigga get a new car or whatever. Or he got a new car already and get another car. First of all, you got a Bentley. You got Corvettes and all this shit. All these cars is brand new. He plucks ashes on the gear shift. That shit irritates me, bro. It's brand new. Do not leave a blunt
It's rich people
burning.
shit. It's
Yeah,
rich
don't leave a
people
blunt burning on the gear shift. Like,
He gives
you know,
zero
it melts the
fucks.
plastic and you got that little dip. It looks so stink. And it messes up the foreign gear shift. But
That's how you know it's authentic. It's mine. It ain't rented. That's what. Every car I do, I get burnt marks off the top. Just to let you know
it's crazy.
who joint you out and then pause. First of all, nah, I ain't. I'm trying to think the last time I did something for me for a bitch. Like, damn, I gotta work out. I'm trying to figure out what I gotta do. When's the last time a bitch, and it ain't the teeth, I'm just really sitting. When you said that, I'm like, damn, man, I'm putting a long time.
Everything's for a girl, though. You don't even know.
Yeah, you know, a lot of times it is. You're not lying about that, but not the teeth. I'm trying to think. What made me say oh, this bitch bugging, I'm gonna do this. Damn, that's a good question. I gotta think about that. That's a good question. But the reason I did get new teeth, one of my teeth was gonna fall out. And I just thought that was so tacky that I one new teeth right here, and the rest of my teeth was from 1976. I ain't want to have a 2000.
I ain't look at it that way. He's from the 1900s, nigga.
Oh, that's great. That's
I
great.
ain't look at that.
I didn't want to have a 2001 tooth. And to be honest with you, a lot of girls was mad because they liked my gap. So they was like, yo, Cam, super pause. They was like, Cam, yo, the gap is so authentic, this, that, and the third. Like, why would you do that? I'm like, yo, I ain't want to get in the whole story, but since you asked it, I'm like, yo, you know, it's all good. I miss gap tooth, Cam. I'm like, all right, y'all not gonna know this one. I would have had to tell the dentist, yo, dirty this shop, turn this into Oldsmobile, So that's the real reason, man, to be honest with you. But a lot of females, we talk about females, a lot of females that I knew was like they missed the gap.
Speaking of cars, out of all your cars, which one is the favorite one?
Ever that I had or now?
Ever that you had,
Oh.
from the first car to now.
Right, the old body, not the, I was like old, the last body of the Bentley Spur. That was my favorite. Bentley Spur is my favorite car, but the last body was my favorite because the back seat has super duper room and the front. My favorite car is probably the last body of the Bentley Spur, not only because I love the body, but you could drive in the front seat and be chauffeured. Like, it's not tacky to drive in the front seat or be chauffeured in the back seat. And like the new Bentley Spur is good, I like it too, but it doesn't have nearly the space in the back seat that the last Bentley GT Continental had. Like that last Bentley Spur, it saved me mad money on hotels with the hose. Just push that seat up, you twin size bed, and it's just about back there. You save mad bread, yo. You ain't struggling. There's plenty of room. And it's even plenty of room after you bust a nut, pause to take a little nap. You feel comfortable. So, yeah, it's cool, man. And I had the 550 when it first came out too. I like the S 550 too. But I'm going with the Bentley Spur, the last body, for my favorite ever.
Ran a club in Cincinnati, owned it, ran it, whatever. What happened with that situation? Like, because most of the time, like, clubs be there for a long time. It'll be like different owners or different promoters. Or what made you like stop fucking with the club?
I never owned the club. I was partners with my man. Shout out to Drew, my man Drew. In Cincinnati. I'm supposed to go back down there for Thanksgiving. I ended up getting busy. We trying to put something together for the top of the year next year. So big shout out to my man Drew. I was in Columbus. I had a club in Columbus, which I was a partner with somebody, and they wasn't doing the right thing, this nigga down there. But Drew is probably the best partner that I ever had in the club space, or I don't want to say entertainment space, but just a nigga who do the right thing. You know how hard it is to find a nigga that's just, when it comes to hundreds of thousands, to do the right thing.
Yeah.
Like, yo, that nigga was great, pause it, when it came to doing business. And what I was doing, it was his club. And being that I was in Columbus, we would just all drive from Cincinnati. My niggas from Chicago would come meet us in Columbus. Then we all from Columbus would go to Cincinnati, and it was only once a month. It was called the first of the month parties. And they were beautiful, you know. We was making $150,000 a night. I would get, you know, British, shout out to British would come up with cases of Cristal. You know, Cristal was probably $180, $260. Whatever it was, we was charging $2,000 for one bottle of Cristal in there. We was charging a bunch of money to get in because we was on fire. And I booked so many people. I booked Little Scrappy there. I booked Kanye there. I booked Thomas there. I booked Gucci Man there. These was all when they was starting to come up too. And what Drew would do, like every fucking 15, 20,000, He would come give it to British. We'd be in the club party. He said, Brit, come here. Give Brit, just count up 30.
That's my
Brittany
man.
come back, put that shit away, come back another. Here's 17,000, nigga. This is all the first 35, 40 minutes of the club. He keep coming with money. I'm like,
With cash, right?
cash.
All right. That green talks. Go ahead, continue. My bad.
Anyway, I'm gonna tell him a story about this when it's over. Anyway, every month when we did it, he would bring the cash right there. And you can't ask for a better partner than that. You know, you get these people that you do business with, and at the end of the night you tally up, you be like, yo, we made 1,700. How the fuck we made 1,700? This shit jam-packed, wall-to-wall, niggas ain't get in. We done sold 28 bottles of Cristal. The fuck you talking? This nigga Drew was one of the best business partners I had. Shout out to Drew. We spoke recently. Real good friend of mine. And we was killing them. So why I still didn't do it, I don't know. I think I just got busy because I don't know what happened. I don't know why we want to keep doing that. But
Was it a situation that like shut it down and you remember that night and like, damn, it's over?
nothing bad ever happened. Nothing bad ever happened. Nothing bad ever happened. I don't know why. That's a great question. I don't know why. But I remember we booked Kanye one night when Kanye, you know, it was early Kanye. He was hot, but not Yeezus, whatever he is now. You know what I'm saying? So we booked Kanye one night. We had a good night. The best night we ever booked was Gucci Mane. I think we made like 230,000 or some shit that night. Gucci Mane was crazy lit. That's when I was like, oh, Gucci hot.
Yeah.
And this was early Gucci. This Gucci with the Bart Simpson chain and all that shit.
30 mixtapes a month, Gucci.
Yeah. So we booked Kanye or whatever. So this is when, you know, me and Sin just had an argument. He told me you could pay for your flight in cash at the airport. I'm like, yo, you can't do that no more. He's like, yes, you can. I'm like, all right, I'm not gonna argue with you. Make a long story short, this is when you still could pay with cash at the airport. So we was leaving. I didn't go back to Columbus. We was leaving. They went back to Columbus. I had to go to New York to do something. When I get to the counter at the airport, so I'm there buying a ticket, I had to pull out all this money. I had money in my bag. I had to pull out money, pay for the flight. The lady behind the joint looked at me. She's like, I said, yeah, getting it. I ain't say that, but that's the face I had. So I paid for my flight. I wait for my flight. I'm sitting there, waiting for my flight. The flight get there. Mom about to get up. Man, the lady comes sit down next to me and said, DEA. What's going on? I said, fuck, what is going on? He said, nah, it's come to our attention that you have a lot of money on you. I said, is it illegal? It's not illegal to have a bunch of money. He said, yeah, but we're going to have to search you this, that, and the third. They said, we could do it here or we could go in the back. I started taking all my clothes, my pants. They said, hey, calm down. I said, nah, y'all want to do it, right? Let's do it. They was like, nah, just come over here. So they like went through my bag, see all my money. They said, yo, what you doing with all this? I said, I had a party last night at the Ritz. I had Kanye. No, I didn't say Kanye. I said, I had a party last night at the Ritz. This is the money that I made. They said, Kanye was at the Ritz. I said, I booked him at the Ritz. So they sitting there, my flight board, and they sitting there thinking. I said, look, do what you got to do. Check the joint. If I did something wrong, arrest me when I land, but you're going to make me miss my flight, and y'all don't really have no reason to arrest me. I'm not going to jump out the plane in the middle of the sky, whatever. So they was like, yeah, well, if this is true, start bringing paperwork through here. If this is what you're going to be doing when you book these parties, if that's what you're really doing. I said, okay. Yeah. Fine. More story cash sometime. Then this was like 2004. So, yeah.
Yeah, but now if you had that party, if you did the thing, now you could just look at your phone all night. It just be going ching ching, ching ching, ching ching, ching ching, ching ching. That's all that is.
Yeah, you're right. You try to make a point out of something, man.
It's like,
you always try to make a point, man.
My cash app go ching ching.
Yeah, exactly, because it ain't people be paying all that cash to the club.
Yeah, we good.
There you go, man. But listen, man, thank you guys. Larry, my man, Sin City. Be careful of niggas trying to drug you and rape you at nighttime, man. That's what we're going to end the show with, man. Don't get hit with a hot rod. See you next week.
Ice, what the fuck, my nigga? Welcome back to the Killer Countdown. It's only one Sin City. We had E-Nash versus Head Ice. This was about to be a goodie. Because Ice was like off Kingpins with a hand towel and water bottles. I said, oh shit, it's about to get crazy. And then my boy forgot his rhyme. Shit happens. I couldn't be no battle rapper. I got one perfect take. Nah, fuck my Jay-Z, nigga. Like, nah, you gotta give me more takes, nigga. E-Nash always come with the shits. And yeah, and I like good battles. Oh, you like everybody. I like good battles. Sue me, nigga. E-Nash, you going to the next round? Shout out to Head Ice. Still a legend in my book. It's only one Sin City. Killer Countdown. Ooh.